Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Hi, hello. I'm Max. Hi, Carl. Carl, thank you for resubscribing for 12 whole months. Oh my god, it's been a whole year. My god. My goodness. Hi. Beetle. It is me. I'm attempting to uninstall and reinstall things. Maybe. Probably not. Yes, I would like to remove all of those files. Please. We are having a moment. We are having several moments. We are having several moments. Bree! Have fun with the poetry class. Thank you. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for the poetry class. It's gonna be a time. It's going to be a time. Anyway. Hey, how's it going? You know, I thought all of this shit was downloaded on the other thing. Apparently it was not. Okay, well, I'm gonna uninstall Zoom. Because I don't want Zoom on here. Anyway, hi, hello, we're still raising money for St. Jude. We're $150 away from us doing things. Since we're playing it tonight, that means that y'all need to donate, or else we're never playing the game again. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. But yes. If we do not raise $150 tonight and hit that goal, that counts for this stream. And then we need to hit the next goal, which is $1,500. So that is $400. We need to raise $400. I can do math. $400 for us to continue playing the game into a next stream. So, yeah, that's fun. That's exciting. Anyway, how's it going? I hope it's going good. I hope it's going super good. I know we had a graduation, or like an I'm finished my degree kind of stream, but I just figured out that, I figured out earlier today, or no, yesterday. That, thank you, Bree, that I technically graduated with a 3.27 GPA, which is absolutely unheard of in my brain. Absolutely unheard of. So I was thinking that Sarah's smartable. Thank you. Sarah Genius. I was thinking that because scientifically proven to be good with grades, because I have my convocation, which is basically a fancy word for graduation. I technically graduate on the 15th. I would like to throw a mini graduation party. Because I think that would be fun. I think that'd be exciting. Mini graduation party on stream. We'll do stuff. We'll have fun. How does that sound? I hope that sounds good. I hope that sounds very good. I hope that sounds super duper good. Anyway, I know you're just here to see the girls, so I'll put them on the screen. Because I know you're not here for me, you're just here for... You're here for these girls with the theme song. It would be great if I could click things. This is a wonderful reminder that we have a content warning for the horny horror game. Do I remember the voices? No. Is it gonna be okay? Slightly. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope. Sarah, you're the main reason we are here, not the horny game. Are you sure? Are you sure? This is a reminder that you can also share the stream. If you share the stream and we get more donations, you're pretty cool. Thank you, St. Jude Bot. We appreciate you, St. Jude Bot. Yes, I'm sure. Also. I'm gonna cry. I cannot figure out this shrine. Is this Tears of the Kingdom? Because if it's Tears of the Kingdom, I cannot help you. Because I don't have that game. I don't have that game. It is expensive. It is $90 Canadian. Like, you're gonna look at me, you're gonna tell me you want me to pay $90 for a tiny little itty bitty cartridge? Carl, the gliders have made me take a little break a few times. Are they that bad? Are they that bad? Jeez. Alright. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious worrying about gnats. I can read, I promise. Pray to the gods for the answer, obviously. Exactly. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Genuinely don't know what the intended way for the shrine is. I also don't know how to cheese the shrine. The single tear has fallen down my face and fallen off camera. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her to not run down and greet me. We have a content warning. We have a content warning. We have a content warning. Pretty please. It's the worst of both worlds. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Bree. Greatly appreciate that. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Sarah. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. I did it. Congrats. Congrats, Carl. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Definitely not the intended way, but hey, if it works, it works. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
You suddenly wanted to come over today. Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
So it's just me and Natsuki then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing, after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. So glad I got done with this shrine quick now. I can fully watch the bestest person in the whole real stream. Thank you.
That's no good, Sarah.
Huh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have to be worried about me at all. You wouldn't have to come here. You wouldn't have to even be thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you even listening to yourself right now? I know something has happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Sarah. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Sarah? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into caring to waste by having them spend it on me?
You know, you're like this close to be using a full ooh voice. Is that it?
That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me.
Your voice is so good. Listen, I am trying. I have a whole cup of water just for this game. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? I'm mad jealous of how good your voice work is. Sarah's voice is best voice. Listen. Listen. I am trying my best. Is it like award worthy? Absolutely not. This is also the first time I've actually been consistently voice acting characters, so and to get more of it, you need to donate to St. Jude. Let's go. Get on it. Get on it. Why, Sayori? Well, why is it that you've never told me about this? Also, the scene is a bit sad, and and big mood because this is something that hella resonates with me. I am always sad. I am always depressed. Suffer big time from this, and it is huge how much this impacted me when I played it.
Oh, Bree.
Honestly, same.
Depression buddies.
I say that lightheartedly, but like, yes, big hugs to you, Ree. Big hugs. Hold on. You cannot see me patting the back, but I pat. There we go. Big hugs. Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. Oh, I have to burp, hold on. Oh, excuse me. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Sarah. Why did you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do.
No, Sarah. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish.
Ned Flanders, nothing at all.
And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand.
I didn't really think the scene was gonna call me out this much. This is why we have a content warning. I know how to spell, I promise. Me. Yamanaka, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. It is great to see you. I hope you're doing super duper well.
And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Sarah.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. This was the scene that made me instantly resonate with Sayori specifically. Like, I love Natsuki, but Sayori was basically me. Yeah. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I'm gonna take my glasses off. I'm gonna take my glasses off and I'm gonna just read that one more time, okay? Okay? But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Sarah.
Sari isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sari's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sarah,
Sari barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sari finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Sarah. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too.
Sari lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice, then.
Yeah. Sari wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, words I can read, I promise. To my surprise, Sari shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking... Oh, excuse me. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open it and let her in.
Sup?
Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Natsuki scene.
Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so just don't be weird because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in.
I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way just to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right?
Natsuki always throws me off. This game is all the proof in the world that anyone needs that polyamory should be supported. My goodness. Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear that Natsuki suddenly said that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen.
What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Sarah?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag from Natsuki that Natsuki holds out to me. Ugh. This is ridiculously heavy.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It really seems like I always underestimate you. Thank you, St. Judebot. We love you, St. Judebot. You know what else is heavy? These notes. Oh, my heart. No! So true, Bree, need me a pink hair baddie, another pink hair baddie, and another pink hair baddie, and another pink hair baddie.
It's because I'm small, isn't it?
I emotionally relate to Natsuki, because we are both tiny humans.
You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people.
Pink is the color of my hair. Every time I can give a character a non-brown color, valid.
But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more funny when you just speak your mind like that. Natsuki is absolutely better than everyone. I need to stop.
Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like a...
Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki?
Forget it! I didn't say anything.
I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into all body types like yours.
How would you know that anyway?
Just trust me on this one.
Gross.
Hey! Was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Sarah.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Sarah, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon and I need to fill these trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me. I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. you're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I am having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times...
Oh, shit. Excuse me.
It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up.
Like the ones you made out my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand.
Need me a Natsuki IRL for real, for real?
Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Please, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Natsuki is low-key sadistic. Truly. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. Bestie, them's fighting words for the short people. I can tell you that right now. I push harder just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return.
Gross. You got it all on my face.
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez, you know what?
I'd fall instantly if someone degraded me like Natsuki degrades the player. Carl, your anime type is showing.
Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Listen, I'm listening.
Stop.
Not until you apologize for calling me gross. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. First of all, what? Second of all, Mr. Carl Carlson. I need to take my hearings, my audio hearings off so I can understand this and read this correctly. that's gonna cost ya. Donate to St. Jude. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You're thirsting. Dues need to be paid. Dues need to be paid. I love the Natsuki image. I know you do, Brie. Dues need to be paid. Let's go. You're thirsting. You're thirsting. Let's go. Let's go. Money. Money. Let's go. Donate. Only if you're financially able to.
Did you seriously just...
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Speaking of which, thank you, St. Judebot. We love you, St. Judebot. Her face is entirely red. I'm always thirsting, though. You were being exceptionally shrimpy in chat. You were being exceptionally shrimpy in chat tonight. That is a violation of the shrimp code that I am just making up now, and that means that if you violate the shrimp code, you have to donate to St. Jude. So go. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Sarah, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? I don't know what you're talking about. We're not putting anybody in horny jail. No. No bonk horny jail. We're doing bonk shrimp violation. Pay your dues. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Thank you for all of the bonks, Brie. Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? No fucking shit, Sherlock. I thought you didn't even put in the cupcakes yet.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked it before turning on the oven.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. Oh, excuse me. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. A smoking hot date, clearly.
Thank you.
Carl! Thank you for the donation! Thank you for the donation to St. Jude! Where are my stickers? We are now $130. We're now $130 away. There we go, sticker. We're now $130 away from the next milestone. And then we are money's amount. Sticker. Brie. Shrimp violation. Go. Go. That is a shrimp violation. You have violated the shrimp code.
That smells so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Time to talk about how I'd like to be degraded by Natsuki or well, any other woman. Hee hee hee. I already talked. I will allow you to pay your violation by sharing the donation link or amplifying the donation link on Tiltify. Thank you, I greatly appreciate that.
Look how cute they all look.
She proudly shows them off in shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday, or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually.
Eh?
Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it a little more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on a word they like. Kidding talking about it, not kidding actually wanting it. BTW, don't get the hee hee JK JK. It's the hee hee JK JK unless it's the unless I have to do it this way because that's the way the cameras work. Just there we go. There we go.
I was kind of expecting to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. Well, we're not at school, so nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
I'm with you.
Unless... JK, unless... Exactly. Huh? Did you just say something?
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot... Oh, that's not the voice.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason why you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. What if we put cupcake cream in each other's mouth? Haha, JK, unless...
Well, yeah, but... My dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway... I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. An afterlife where I can be with anime characters better than a real afterlife. My goodness. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
Oh, excuse me. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted?
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki.
Eh?
What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. I'd love to get closer to Natsuki. I know you would. I know you would. She is your type after all. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
You really mean that?
Thank you, St. Judebot. We love you, St. Judebot. Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you.
Sarah, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Are you happy now, Carl? Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks match, and matching eyes fill my vision, and along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy and I feel her soft breaths against me.
I felt it for a while now.
Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Gosh, I'm gonna have to read some Makima fic after this stream to satisfy this current degrading mindset. Bonk. Shrimp violation. Shrimp violation. Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori?
Huh?
Hi, Sarah.
Sayori. Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Sarah. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so...
Oh, really?
That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the school festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Thank you.
Well,
Carl, thank you for the violation payment.
I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was really being mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me feel really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start falling down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way?
I'm gonna keep racking up shrimp violations tonight, apparently. Apparently.
Why am I feeling this way, Sarah? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Sarah. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Sarah. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Sarah, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? The way I'd fold instantly if someone was this nice to me. Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori. Je t'aime. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you were the most important person to me. I really just enjoyed the opposite side of the spectrums of nice and mean. Yeah, apparently you do. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Cam! Hello! Thank you for plugging the St. Jude donation. We're just, you're a sucker for Cinderes, I take it then. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, hi Cam. Hello Cam. We are currently raising money for St. Jude, as you know. We also can't be here long, but I've been enjoying the voice lurking. Oh, great. We're kissing pink-haired cute girls. We are. Yes, we are. So we have the shrimp violations are in place. The shrimp violations are in place. If you shrimp in chat and you make it known that you are shrimping, you pay a fine. You donate to St. Jude, or you retweet the tweet with the links for donations, or you do that, or you do all of the stuff there. So yes.
Sarah. Oh.
LOL noted. Okay, good. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Guys, look, this is what we look like. Had to look it up, Bree. That is so accurate. Give her a hug. We are giving her a hug.
Sarah, is this really okay?
Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again.
I love you, Sarah. I want to be with you forever.
Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. Oh, excuse me.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Sarah.
It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Oh, okay. I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know?
This is like Denji when power wasn't good enough for him. I'll let this one slide. But you are very close to another shrimp violation, sir.
I want everything to be the same as it has always been. Even if we are really a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Sarah.
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Thank you, St. Jude Bot. We love you, St. Jude Bot.
Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right?
Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I got. Bree versus Carl on top of a mountain of shrimp violations, me at the bottom of the mountain. Oh, okay. Bree, shrimp violation. Shrimp violation. Share the link. Topping you say Bree like topping. That is both of you shrimp violations. Shrimp violations. My god. Gabby made us a drink and said it's fucking strong. LMAO, I'm dead. Hi Gabby. Hi Gabby. Also, hello Max. 07. Yes, 07. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Thanks, Carl. Thanks, Carl. I hope you're enjoying your shrimp violations. There you go. Guys, we're less than $100 away now from our next milestone goal, which is crazy. Which is crazy. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Oh my god. Hold on. Sarah, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. Violation. Violation. My god. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Thank you.
Carl, thank you. Carl, thank you. At this rate, you're gonna be able to redeem another freaking cat. You're gonna get the Pochita, and then you're gonna get a freaking Gil at this point. My goodness. I was already done with the payment when you said it.
Thank you.
Bree! Oh my god, Bree! Bree, thank you! Bree, thank you! Put this here. Thank you, Bree. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh shit. Okay. We'll read this. I hit my pop cover. Oops. We'll read this, we'll do this, and then we'll do this. Okay. Bree coming in out of nowhere. Truly. Bree, I know that you said you were tapped out. That covers. You do not have free passes. You have free monetary passes. You have to share the link like there's no tomorrow for every violation you get now. That is your punishment specifically. Okay. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on a day this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but then I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and then I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. Thank you for plugging the content warning, Yamanaka. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Oh, excuse me. You should take a little responsibility for her, Sarah. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so, don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. I swear to God, if something bad happened to Sayori, I'ma cry. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. No, not the... Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. Y'all can't do this to me. I'm doing nothing. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the other ones she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Percentage sign. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you, get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me, get out of my head before I show you how much I love you, get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. You know what would help me take a club more seriously? But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Oh, I love this Taylor Swift song. Exactly, me too. It's the best bop. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Sarah? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori's, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. 1 second, I need to blow my nose. Yep. We have a content warning. We have a content warning. We have a content warning for this game. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. Thanks, Yamanaka. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or to help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that the things will be the same as they always have been. No content warning, nothing happens, nothing bad happens, right? Right? That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Thanks, St. Jude Bot. We love you, St. Jude Bot. Whose emote is that? The hide emote. Just... Yes. I'm gonna give the content warning right now. If you are not comfortable with mentions of suicide or suicidal ideation, or if you are not comfortable with depictions of suicide, please step out of stream for the next couple minutes. Thanks. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. This is once again your content warning for suicidal depictions, suicidal ideation, suicide in general. Yeah. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it a kind of breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Can someone do me a favor and write this in chat? This game really said strong focus, it really did. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. Hugs Carl, yeah. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything would be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it had always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. How you doing, Carl? Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. Carl. God. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Nightbot didn't like the fact that you caps locked it. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now, why is it doing this? Excuse me. Excuse me. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. I don't know why it's not showing up. Hold on. Just wanted to say you are amazing and thank you for existing, yes. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. I'm just gonna casually do some stuff here. Okay, the total counter is gonna get moved. No shot, that's the end. No way, that it's not. It's not. I'm just moving stuff so you can see some stuff. It'd be great if my mouse could actually do the things I need it to do. Holy shit, why can't I work my own mouse? Holy crap. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? There we go. There we go. Oh shit. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. I'm gonna do this. And then I can click that. This was not supposed to happen. Carl, do you see why I wanted donations for this game? Do you now see why I want donations for this game? This is not what I was even remotely prepared for. Do you understand why I now want donations for this game? I see an annoying girl run towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. No one warned me. I thought it was a cute little anime waifu game. There's a horror tag for a reason. There's a fucking horror tag for a reason, you... I was about to say numbnuts, but I don't know if I'm allowed to call you numbnuts. But like, numbnuts affectionately. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other, and now you know what literally everyone playing Doki Doki Literature thought, and when not spoiled, was shook by. I watched the Game Grumps play through this, their reactions were rough as well. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. I don't know, I thought anime horror would be like, hey, a ghost, let's run away. I had the pleasure of streaming it to my best friend with no knowledge in advance, and it hit very, very hard. Yeah. I'm sorry for your loss, Carl. Gosh. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There aren't really any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sarah? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. Thank you, St. Jude Bot. We love you, St. Jude Bot. You're in the debate club, right? About that. So did, like, nothing happen? Just wait. Just wait. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. I was in a shrimp mindset, not this. I just wanted to shrimp. Oh, it's okay. You'll be able to shrimp later. Shrimp violations will be back in full force. But it's really not that boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Sarah. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. I need a pouty axolotl emote. I don't know what to tell you. Pouty axolotl. Oh my goodness. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Sarah. You know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Oh, excuse me. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Corey! Hello! Thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. My goodness gracious. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Oh, you know what I have to do? Yes, we have a content warning. Boo. I scare. I'm scared. I'm scared. But yes, hello. I'm Junior Raid. Hello, Pano. Hello. Hello. Kathleen, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. It's great to see you. We are going to do... Hi, Yamanaka. Hello. We're gonna do this because I just realized I forgot to do this. I have to scratch off this guy, and then we have bingo. People feeling ites with DDLC. We just got past Sayori, so that's how we're doing. Carl is having a moment. I'm gonna scratch the 1250 because we just hit that. This is my toonie to prove that I am Canadian, and I scratch. Also, this is why I've been saying we need to have donations come in for me to keep playing this game, because it is a freaking heavy game. Woo, my mind can recover from DDLC now. Maybe. Hydrate. Hydrate. I can do that. I can do that. The scratch and stream is hydrate. I can hydrate. That I can do. We need a minute or two of Sarah on screen only to recover from DDLC? Okay. Okay. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do that. Anyway, hi Raiders. Hello. Hello. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna do this. Aha! Follow Corey, please. Corey is amazing. We love Corey in this household. I have notifications. Excuse. You're excused. We love Corey in this household. Follow Corey. How dare? Put your dukes up. Put your dukes up. You can't fight me. You're in a different country. Corey is great. Corey is... You're gonna fight me? Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, we are raising money for St. Jude. I'm not that far from you, remember? This is true. This is true. But yes, we are raising money for St. Jude. St. Jude is a wonderful organization. I know you already know that. For us to continue playing this game in another stream, we need to hit $1,500. The $1,250 was for today. The $1,250 was for today. Can we place our bets on the fight? I will do that right now on Tiltify. I will honestly do that right now on Tiltify. Hold on. That's not what I meant to do. Tiltify. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Incentives. Poll. Who would win in a fight? Alright. This poll will be open for the rest of the stream. Liz! Hello! I would say 50 because you two are my good internet friends. I mean, can I bet against myself? But yes, the poll is open for the rest of stream on Tiltify. But yes, we have to get $250 more for St. Jude for us to continue playing this game in another stream. Right now we're just taking some time to vibe because Doki Doki Literature Club is a lot. Doki Doki Literature Club is a lot. Don't let my tiny frame fool you. I'm tougher than I look. See, I'm not. I'm not. I'm like one of those little yappy dogs. I'm all bark, no bite. But I will fuck shit up. I will fuck shit up. So, yeah. Anyway, how was stream? How'd it go? I hope it went super duper well. I hope it went super duper well. Bye. Okay, I'm going to tweet out. That Tiltify link. Okay, copy, donate URL. Tweeter. Paste. The horror game has been from playing it in another, oh wait, playing it on another stream. We've also got a poll going on for who would win in a fight. Wait, a poll going on. A poll happening for me versus Ori. Who would win in a fight? So go donate. Hee. Oh my gosh, why can't I mouse? Why can't I mouse well? Why can't I do things? Okay, there you go. Encourage me to make bad decisions every stream repeatedly, apparently. Good. Good, I can do that. I can encourage bad decisions in the name of donations for charity. I can do that. I can do that. I'm so dead tired from work today. Honestly, valid. I went to Panera for the first time. I forgot to tell you guys, I went to Panera for the first time. It was very good. I had the broccoli cheddar soup, and I had the barbecue chicken sandwich, and the charged lemonade, and it was very good. It was very good. Full screen Sarah makes all the things better, so DDLC recover happened quickly. Yay. Yay! Yay. Okay. Let's go do some more video game. Let's go do some more video game. This is a reminder to friends that came in with the raid. We currently have this, you know, is as good as a charged lemonade? Yeah, words. You know what's as good as a charged lemonade? What? An iced coffee? Because neither of those woke me up. Oh, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Finally got to meet my district manager in face space, having texted called him before, which was nice. And even if it was essentially, please don't unionize. Ooh. Don't unionize. It would hurt me, Mr. Capitalism. It was charged lemonade, Nasaki. Shrimp violation. That is a shrimp violation. Perfect example of our shrimp violation laws. If you outwardly shrimp in chat, like Carl has done, you either have to donate or share the link on Twitter or wherever. Share the link with people you know.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carl. Thanks, Carl. Carl put it in and was like, shit, I shrimped. I shrimped. Carl, at this point, I'm just gonna send you an axolotl. I'm just gonna send you an axolotl with the pochita. At this point, you don't even need to, like, select the cat. Don't even need to select the cat. My goodness gracious. Okay. It's me. I just saw the message again about unionizing. Just, it's me, Mr. Capitalism. Please don't unionize. I sent the first message and immediately started making the donation because I knew what was coming up. Oh my gosh. Okay. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. A guest? To be fair, he did say, in a year, if things haven't changed and we haven't held good to our promises, go ahead and unionize. Fair.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
I am nothing if not an honest citizen who pays their fines. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Sarah. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess.
I see Sayuri has already happened. Yeah. Yep, and you can ask Carl how much that broke him. I almost made my phone ring down the DDLC music. Nothing happened, nothing.
So, you're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I am not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki. Energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Literally nothing happened. I don't know what y'all are referencing. Who is this Sayori? It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Sarah in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should make some tea, right? Yes, that would be great. Why don't you come and sit down, Sarah? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room to opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. 1 second. It just happened less than half an hour ago. Yup. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
You know what does grab my attention? I'm gonna avoid a fine this time. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that. You know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Sarah, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri chases the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build a deep and complex fantasy world. Thanks, St. Judebot. We love you, St. Judebot. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obviously... I can read, I promise. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way that her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and throw you in it for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Use your lack of imagination to deliver a scare, huh? Haven't seen that before in this game. Nope, not at all. Absolutely not. Surreal horror in this game? Abso-freaking-lutely not. Mm-mm.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh? Why is that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a scrap piece of paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back.
Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Natsuki affectionate.
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not very confident writer yet, huh? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh god, excuse me. 1 second. Bruh, I gave myself the hiccups. Did you sneeze? I couldn't tell, so if so, bless you. No, I gave myself the hiccups. I gave myself the hiccups. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I was way wrong. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Huh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Oh, wait, that's the wrong place. Let's go. Bless your diaphragm. Thank you. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Sarah?
Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. This is such a fun start to the game. I know. Crazy.
But, I'm sorry. I thought...
Huh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Sarah. The first 10 minutes of the game has been great. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more member before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Nothing bad could ever happen in this club, exactly. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? I'm also defensive-less against a girl. Didn't I say that last time? I think so. Or defenseless against girls, yes. Do you really mean that, Sarah? Yeah. I mean, wait, there was no last time. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me there for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Sarah, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Sarah, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Monica, voice, Natsuki voice, uwu. No, that was Sayori. Sayori's voice was close to the uwu. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right. I just need to make sure that I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Who is Sayori? And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. We would love to read the special poem. Hold on a second, I'm gonna do something really quick. There you go. I love this game. Me too. It's lovely, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to choose the word universe. Unending. Unrequited. Landscape. Okay, if pink shows up, I'll choose it. Vitality. Dream. Starscape. Imagination. It was on the first list. Secretive. Infallible. Contamination. Shiny. Wait, hold on, friends. Friends. Billy. Feather. Beauty. Effulgent. Heaven sent. Excitement. Doki doki. Charm. And Rose. Hi again, Sarah. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This may be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Sarah. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
I can't read that. Man, that was a weird visual glitch in the first 20 minutes of this game. Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who likes to keep all her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Sarah. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll just be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure?
I just felt like, well, as vice president and all.
It's tilted. I don't like it. It's tilted. Classroom is tilted. And it's too close on her. Like I didn't realize the visual glitches would continue for forever. Don't know if I like that.
That I should hope you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read.
The character is a shrimp for Yuri. Doesn't read, but is willing to for Yuri. This is true. The music is also slowly... Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. It's called pattern recognition, and I hate it. It's called being neurospicy and pattern recognition, and I hate it. Oh, shit. I hope that was enough of a jump scare for you guys.
And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book from her. Phew.
Well, you can read it at your own pace.
I look forward to hearing what you think. The screen is slowly zooming in and it's so weird, yeah. They are really leaning in on that lost trust, aren't they? Yup. Yup. There we go. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. It's sure pushing the statement that at any time they can make something horrible happen again. It's so fun. It really is. I really like this storytelling. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. Love burping. Love burping on stream.
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Ayo, Slid the Sloth. Speaking of Sid the Sloth, that's literally how I'm trying to talk as Natsuki. I put my tongue between my teeth, and then I make my voice higher.
And then she sounds something like this.
So,
Sid the Sloth.
Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Was he a sloth? I don't actually... Yes, he was a sloth.
Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear.
Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and asphyxiating them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Sarah? Wait, I want to know what happens in the book now. Thank you, St. Jude Bot. We love you, St. Jude Bot. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. My whole ooh. I didn't read all of that. I hope you read all of that, chat. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I may as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I did not. I am a slow reader. Oof. I could tell you, but that would require me to not be lazy. I mean, you don't have to, but, what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in the company of someone. I see. Well, just let me if I end up being... Just tell me if I end up being distracting to you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the... What? Bathing the feeling of something. Yuri, you apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book out some more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Is that getting skipped automatically? Yes. Yes, it is. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold open the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds out the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides her thumb after it and flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side, and she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Huh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? This feels like someone who doesn't read books would write how book readers flirt. Yup. Sarah? Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So, you don't know anything. Sorry, can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright, chat. Who should I show my poem to first? How do you flirt with a book reader? You just get in their personal space and make them read the same book they are... Natsuki? Okay. Make them wait every minute for you to finish and turn the page. If somebody did that to me, I would take the book and just go... The best way to flirt with a book reader is to listen to the books, or listen to them tell you about the books that they like, and then see if there's a book that fits that genre, and be like, I found this book. Here you go. But just buy them books. That is how you flirt with a book reader. You just book. Oh, excuse me. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Facts. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Book. Yes, you go. Book. And then you disappear. And then the person who's getting the book goes, book. Reads. That is how you flirt with a book reader. Anyway, friends, we are $230 away from continuing this game on stream. And I'm going to have to wrap up eventually because I do have to work tomorrow. And it is almost 11 o'clock. So, speaking of, thank you, St. Judebot. Appreciate you, St. Judebot.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
Caveman talk is how you flirt with book readers. Basically. That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion.
So, basically it's not cute enough for your tastes.
You wanna get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well...
What is this yes to, Carl? I'm concerned. I'm concerned.
Because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yeah, exactly.
If you didn't get hit with a... You're lucky. You're lucky that I don't know what's going on. You're lucky that I don't know what's going on. You're lucky I don't know what's going on. Or else I would have hit you with a massive fine.
I like it when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening.
Good.
So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it up for a rhyme at the end and then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I'm gonna save this actually, hold on. Oh, it's empty. I hate that. Hi, Sarah. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Sarah. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Sarah. I was going woo in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it counts when I put in some effort. Me. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes, I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally just given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for a social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. It's so hard not to make a comment every other dialogue and get fined. Do it. I dare you. I dare you. Suddenly the door opens. Hurry.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Sport! Thank you for, oh my gosh, 17 whole months. Oh my gosh. Anyway, hi, hello, hi, how's it going? I hope it's going good. Sport, welcome in. We are currently raising money for St. Jude, playing the horny horror game. Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Thank you for playing St. Jude, Bree. Huh?
Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. The horny, exactly.
Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Oh. But that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? But you should just match all of our donuts today, JK, and less. Carl just doesn't want to pay any more shrimp fines. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burnt eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on a flat sheet of paper, the sound of frantically scrawling playing tricks on my ear? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Yeah, I'm done with donating. That's fair. No. So, what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Science fact. Science fact? Science fact. Science fact. There's 3 types of plague. There is septicemic plague, there is pneumonic plague, and there is bubonic plague. 3 types. All caused by the same bacteria, Yersinia pestis. That is your science fact for today. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it.
I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. And did you know that there's a different type of lethality for each type? Yes. For bubonic, it's about 30 to 40%. For pneumonic, it's about 80%. And septicemic is basically when it infects your blood and you're a goner. You are a goner. You're like... I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly.
Thank you, St. Jude Bot. We love you, St. Jude Bot.
Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Science. Science. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Don't forget that they also all have different transmission rates too. They do! Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. You keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm going to show my poem to Yuri. As Yuri reads the poems, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Oh, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I've kind of learned to pick up on that. I think the most notable thing I recognize as new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green of the future. I bathe. Comes breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Siri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Sarah. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences into their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon will be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Huh. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. Hi, Camille. Hello, Camille. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Sarah. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice, and there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. We are currently raising money for St. Jude. For us to continue this game in another stream, we need to hit $1,500. Or we can do the same thing that we did tonight and I just impose fines on you all. Oh, you're in Act 2? Yup. Yup. I guess that's what I get. That's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. Death Note spooks. Exactly. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper in their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Carl is not okay. This is his first time. Yeah. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up.
No, excuse me.
How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, And Sarah did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Sarah liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Huh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Sarah appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice?
Carla's not okay. Yuri, my girl. Minus the Act 2 version of Yuri. And now we're dropping frames. Oh, love that. Love that we're dropping frames. And now, thanks. 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 Hate that.
Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Sarah started showing up.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I should probably go get food. I mean, you could get food, or... I mean, we are ending soon because I do need to go to bed. So Yuri is my girl by personality and life experience. Natsuki is my girl by cuteness and attitude. Yuri is my girl because, well, booba. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as long as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking if you wanna be edgy, bitch.
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that improves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. Nothing is happening. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? By the way, we have a content warning. What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Sarah hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Sarah, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
Who? This is your playthrough, chat. I'm just clicking the buttons. Who? Natsuki? This game is gonna give me nightmares. Hey Sarah. Why why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for both of us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Thank you.
Cam! Cammy! Thank you, thank you. And you didn't even have to pay, you didn't even have to, what have I been calling them? You didn't even have to pay, shrimp violation fines. Thank you, thank you. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. The shrimp tax, yes. The shrimp tax has gotten us to the goal, or to some milestones. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? Shrimp tax. Carl can explain that. I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Sarah. Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me as she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. Are you all seeing this in the background? We've got Sayori in the background. We've got Sayori in the background. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Sarah. Oh shit, yep. I never noticed that before. Sayori in the background. I never knew. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? Can you zoom in or no? I cannot. I'm sorry for causing trouble. No, I can take the text off, but I can't really do anything there. But I really appreciate your understanding. This game is a nope from me. Alright, we'll do this and then we'll save. Oh, the text? Oh, the text. Oh, the text. Oh, the text. Okay. We'll do effulgent. Flower. I do have to choose the word pink. Nature. Pink. Charm. Entropy. Blanket. Sparkle. Sweet. Unironically, this game requires therapy, and I was the one who joked this game into existence, and I'm the one suffering because I didn't know what I was actually joking about. This is why I was hesitant to play this game. This is why I was hesitant to play this game. Where are we here? Treasure. Heaven sent. Family. Philosophy. Infinite. Vitality. Dream. Comfort. Intellectual. Y'all called my bluff. Yeah, this game comes with a punch. Scuffle, I can't. Oh, would you look at this? We get to save. And now, guess what? It's time for us to go. Because I have to work tomorrow. And I'd like to get some sleep. We're gonna go say hi to Brian. Alright, well, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it very, very much. I hope you have a great rest of your evening and a lovely tomorrow. Yes, have a great rest of your evening, friends. Since we have surpassed the what's it called? The milestone. We're not quite there yet. We'll implement we'll implement our shrimp tax again. Or our shrimp violation fines. Okay? Alrighty. But anyway, okay. Good night.